YouTube is empowering criminals over content creators through its broken implementation of the DMCA. Let's talk about how using the recent attack on Memology 101's channel. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Law-Splaining the Interwebs. I'm your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. And today we're talking about how YouTube is empowering criminals over content creators on their platform by allowing criminals to abuse the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, or more specifically, YouTube's implementation of the DMCA on the platform, and not allowing creators any sort of ability to counter this criminal activity, which does harm to us. YouTube would prefer to give criminals the ability to have power over the content creators that make its platform actually operate. And here is the most recent glaring example from Memology 101. This is just happening right as I'm doing this video. Memology says, my channel once again in danger of being terminated. AKA Superhound is now impersonating me and my brother taking down the music we created from scratch. Team YouTube, this criminal is impersonating me taking down my own music. He's got the counter or the notifications here, and he has to file counter notifications on each of these, and then those have to go through a process where they go back to the criminal for approval. And if the criminal does certain things, it can take a very long time to get these strikes to go away. And YouTube doesn't care. They have made no efforts. This has been a problem for a long time. I have to stress this. YouTube has done nothing to stop this, despite this being raised to them over and over and over again. So he got he had a Google support message here. Sorry to hear your channel if your channel has received copyright strikes. Just to share, this only happens when they submitted a complete and valid request. So help me understand how a copyright takedown request can be valid if the person is impersonating me to take down my own content, Team YouTube. And then YouTube comes in with its ever helpful Twitter response. If you believe the videos were removed in error, you have the option to file a counter notification. Take note that this step will start a legal process. More here. By the way, YouTube can't advise and mediate on such matters. Thanks for understanding. Well, thank you, YouTube. It's very, very helpful of you. Now, how is this criminal activity taking place? What makes it criminal? Let's talk really quickly about submitting a copyright notification under the DMCA. All right. So when you submit a copyright notification, you're making that submission under oath and under penalty of perjury, which means if you lie about any material fact, knowingly lie and misrepresent the material fact in the submission, that is a crime. That would be perjury. And if you were to somehow get a summons and complaint and go to court for it, for a criminal complaint, you could be convicted of perjury, which is a felony. It's possible. It doesn't ever happen though, because YouTube doesn't give law enforcement or its creators any power to go after the person who lies to them. And lots of times the person lying may be in a different country. Now, in this case, this is Superhound Media. Superhound Media has gone after Memology 101. He's gone after DSP. He's gone after some of DSP's detractors. He has impersonated DSP. He has impersonated celebrities. He's impersonated production houses. And heck, just now, he's impersonating Memology 101 and his brother in taking down their own music. And all he does is just lies on the copyright submission about who he is. And again, YouTube isn't giving any sort of tools to the creator, not only to fight this or to refer this to law enforcement or anything like that. They're not even giving tools to the content creators to protect us from this activity. They could do all sorts of things where we could quickly notify them that this is a fraudulent thing and start some sort of alternative process rather than have to wait potentially several weeks for the copyright claim because the criminal holds the cards in the counter notification process. I can't stress that enough. The criminal actor is given control over their own criminal activity based on how YouTube implements this. And they make no distinction between a simple fair use dispute, which would be something completely different, and saying, hey, actually, YouTube, this is a fraudulent takedown request. How do I know? They're saying they're me. Or they're saying they're this other person, or here's this other person saying they're not doing it. And oh, you can probably check their channel to see if they're doing it. There's all sorts of tools that YouTube could implement, but they refuse to, and we have to speak up. By the way, if you're not subscribed to Memology 101, go check out his channel, support the guy. He puts out hilarious, short, great content, and he should not be attacked in this way. And YouTube really needs to give us the tools to help them stop criminal activity on the platform. Thanks for watching today, guys. I hope you found this informative. This is an important issue for the content creators that you like. And if you do find it useful and informative, please go ahead, like, share, send it all around, all that stuff, and support Memology and other great content creators. Have a good day. Peace. Peace.